If you've been under a rock, Derrick Chauvin has been found guilty on all charges with the murder of George Floyd. And I just want to know, what are y'all thoughts about it? Eva, what are your thoughts? Where were you when the verdict came in?
Well, I was awaiting the verdict like everyone else. We knew it was coming in within the hour, the 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Hour to 4 o'clock. So I was waiting with bated breath. But I must say, Ricky, today I'm hopeful. I'm not hopeful because I feel like justice was served. I'm hopeful because I feel like accountability was served. And I was a young girl when Latasha Hartland was killed 3 blocks from my house. I was 2 blocks from Reginald Denny. I was a couple miles from Rodney King. So I remember these cases going into the court, and I remember coming out just feeling robbed again and beaten again. And so to await this trial's verdict and for him to be charged on all 3, it is not a victory in the sense of justice has been served, but accountability for one of the first few times in America has been served. And that I'm hopeful for.
Right. Special K, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I was waiting for the verdict too, and I sat there and watched it. And I felt a brief moment of, sigh of relief that, again, accountability had been served. But, I can't get too celebratory because it's what should have been done. I mean, the deliberation should have been 15 minutes. It shouldn't even been a few hours. It was so obvious what the outcome should have been. But I just feel like, if we get too elated over this one small, tiny victory, this one ray of light in all this darkness of white supremacy and racism, then we're going to, lose sight that the battle still continues. It was a first down in a game of, 4 quarters. It was a first down. It wasn't even a touchdown. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's what should have been done.
Right. Right, and it's sad, one out of all of those cases, when you think about Sandra Bland and you think about, Alton Sterling and
Breonna Taylor,
Philando
Castile,
Tamir Rice,
Adam Toledo.
Yeah, you think about all of those people that did not get Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, that did not get justice. Yeah. And the thing about it is, man, whenever, we get a first down, it seems like there's always a backlash. So I'm just kind of really paranoid because now I'm thinking like, okay, the Blue Lives Matter, the Black Lives Matter won yesterday, right? So the Blue Lives Matter, what's going to happen next? Are they on the internet saying, okay, we're going to go out here and just start killing a whole lot of black people or whatever? Because coincidentally, a 15-year-old African-American little girl was shot 4 times in the chest by a Columbus, Ohio police officer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, first of all, we shouldn't have been celebrating George, that or whatever, because that's what's supposed to happen. Celebrating what's supposed to happen. Excuse me. And the other thing is, now this murder in Columbus, Ohio, and the other young man that was killed last week. And it's like, when does it stop? So are the police officers all over the country, the ones that don't do the right thing, the ones that are racist, are they going to really go out with a vengeance? Because they still have the guns. That conviction yesterday did not change the mindset and the hearts of, I don't even think it put them on notice. I just think it's going to continue.
And it didn't get us any closer to the dissolution of qualified immunity. That's such a big part of this.
Why don't you think it got us closer?
That bill has to be passed. Why don't I think it got us closer? Because it's legislation, and that legislation has to be passed by Congress.
Right.
I mean, that legislation has to happen so that cops are held personally, financially liable for these decisions that they make.
Right. Right. Because I think on our job, if we get on the radio or go out in public and do something crazy, then we're going to be held liable for what we do. So why can't they be held liable? And I'm just really sad. I don't know how to feel. Some people, celebrate. I understand. And I'm not mad at people for celebrating because it does feel like a win to some people. But but me, from what I've seen, the backlash is something else. You know, the election of Barack Obama, the backlash, the election of Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like things got triple worse. A damn pandemic came with his ass, and then all of the stuff and all the inflammatory racist statements that the president of the United States would be making, you know, calling out the China virus, and now Asian Americans are being attacked, and the fight that he would have against black athletes, you know, who was trying to stand up for justice, and it just always a backlash. Look how the Republicans did Barack Obama, you know, no matter whether they agree with him or not, they was not going to do anything for him to be successful. And it just always seems like there's a dangerous backlash. Now my question is, what do we have to look forward to in the next 4 weeks prior to the sentencing and after the sentencing?
And there's going to be an appeal.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And he's going to have plenty of money to fight. He's going to have plenty of money to fight it with because his defense fund is probably about to go through the roof. Right. So, you know, we got a long way to go. All right, y'all, more Rick's Mountain Morning Show coming up. In the morning.